Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susanna. If you're new here, most definitely welcome. If you're not, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to film my 5 favorite Christian books, and if you look at my channel, I have a video like that already. So I'm thinking I'm going to make this kind of like a series on my channel. I read a lot, so I think every time I get through at least 5 books, I'm going to share them with you guys. The ones that I like, and you know, everything that I like about them, and if I recommend them to you guys. So yeah, we're going to get into today's 5 favorite books. Yeah, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the family. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So the first book I'm going to be talking about is called Prepare for Greater Things, Understanding God's Plan for Your Life. This is what it looks like, and it's actually by my pastor Lee Young. This book, it's so amazing. I just got through this book. I love it, honestly. It talks about understanding what the plan God has for your life, and if you're stuck, like what to do, what steps to take, and all the great things that God is in store for you. And it just talks about like challenges that we go through in life and all the great things that God can bring out of those challenges, out of those problems. I really recommend this book. It's a great read, very funny, and it's very interesting, and it's definitely helped me because I feel like sometimes we can be stuck like, hey God, what do you want me to do? So if you're stuck somewhere in your life thinking, God, what do you want me to do, I'd really encourage this book. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'll put a link in my description box to his website if you guys want to check and purchase one out. You will really love it. I promise you won't regret buying this. So yeah, first book. And the second book that I absolutely love is called Treasures in a Woman, and it's by Sade Akani. This is what it looks like. Treasures in a Woman. I honestly love this book. Like, I didn't know I needed this book till I read it. It's so amazing. This book talks about all the purpose that God has put inside you as a woman and how to put those purpose into fulfillment. And it's just so amazing. She's such an amazing author. And she talks about the blessing of how a woman can be a blessing to either her husband or her kids, and even to herself. And I feel like it's so important that you know your worth as a woman, you know what you carry, you know who you are in Christ. And I really encourage this book. If you're a woman, if you're a guy, get it for your woman. It's honestly amazing, and it's just so amazing all the great things that she talks about in this book. And if you're maybe in the single season waiting to get married, or just wanting to know just who you are in Christ, deeper relationship with Christ, I truly recommend this. Okay, the next book that I'm gonna be talking about is titled Experiencing the Heavenly Realm. This is what it looks like, and it's by the authors Judy Franklin and Ben Johnson. Now this book, it talks about people's experience in heaven and their experiencing with Christ. This is filled with different people's testimony of the heavenly realm, and it's so nice to read about people's encounter with Christ. And I think if you want to seek a deeper relationship with Christ, I really encourage this book. I feel like when I read this book, it just made me want to know God more, if that makes sense. Like when I was reading this book, I was like, wow, who really is God? Like, I feel like I know God, but it just wants to make you know more about him. So if you want a closer relationship with God, truly recommend this book. And it also talks about keys to accessing the supernatural experiences. If you want to experience things like that, the supernatural, then truly encourage this book. I really love it. It's not that long either. It's about 218 pages, quick read. So yeah, definitely check it out. That I read is called Fulfilling Your God-Given Destiny, and it's by I dropped it. This is what it looks like, and it's by Pastor Casey Trett. Oh my god, this book is amazing, and I feel like this one and the first one I talked about, Praying for Greater Things. They're kind of similar. It's all talking about finding your purpose, what God has put you here on earth to do. And I really love this book. It talks about how God plans your future, your destiny, and he's gonna be there with you to run that. It talks about principles that you can apply to your life to figure out the calling that God has placed on your life. What I like about this book, he took it a step further. He talked about even if you're walking in your destiny already, how to deepen your faith and just to be more closer to God, and how to just endure more in your God-given purpose. If you're honestly in a season where you're just wondering what God's purpose for your life is, really encourage this. And lastly, but definitely not the least, by one of my favorite authors of all time. I love this woman. Oh my gosh, such a powerful woman of God, Joyce Meyer. Can we just take a second? She's amazing, woman of God. And this book is called Approval Addict. I did not know I needed this book, y'all. I'm telling you, I didn't know I needed all of this book when I read them. They were such a huge blessing to my life, especially this book. Wow, hands down recommend this book, hands down. And if you've never read any of her books, I honestly highly recommend you read her books. So powerful, so beautiful, so amazing, so God-filled. So I just love her books. Can you tell? One of my favorite books by her is called Battlefield of the Mind. Love that book. Love it. It talks about winning battles in your mind. Oh my gosh, check that book out. But back to this book, it's called Approval Addict. And basically what this book talks about is overcoming your need to please others. I feel like that's one thing I always struggle with, is wanting to please everyone. Like, oh, are you happy? Like, even if I'm not happy, as long as I please someone, make them happy, like I feel good. And she just goes into depth about knowing who you are in Christ, and how when you have God, you're complete, and you don't need to please people. You don't need to feel like you need to please people in order to find fulfillment in yourself. She talks about how to break through it, because it's an addiction, believe it or not. Wanting to please people all the time, to make people happy, you know, of course it's not bad to make people happy, but wanting that approval from them, that's an addiction. And she talks about how to break it. I just honestly grateful to God for leading me across this book, because this is honestly changing my life. If you're someone that's struggling with low self-esteem or how to feel good about themselves, I honestly recommend this book. And that concludes my 5 favorite books so far this season. Like I said, I'm gonna make this a series. I truly encourage you guys to check out these books that I mentioned. 5. It looks like it's more, but it's honestly 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. But I truly encourage you to check out this book if you're looking into reading more books that will change your life. Definitely check this book out. They'll truly make a difference in your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what books you have, or what books you've read, or what books you're interested in getting, and let's have a conversation. And yeah, I'll list everywhere that you can purchase this book in the description box below. If you want to get a copy, I'll list them all in the box below. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, you can follow me on social media, which will be all linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, look forward to my next 5 favorite books, hopefully soon. All right, bye guys.